followed on the sketchy side of town. I've been on this app for a couple of years now, and I have had my own couple of let's not meet moments, but for some reason, tonight I just needed to share what just happened to me. For context, I'm still in school, and I work for my family members on certain weekends at a local college selling concessions at the stadium. It's about once or twice a month, and the stadium is off towards the edge of town. It's Friday night, and I just had gotten out of school, and I had to go straight to work. I get to work. I work for like 4 hours, half shift tonight, and my boss, my aunt, tells me we need more spoons for tomorrow's event. We sell ice cream, and these events have like more than 5,000 people at them. I say, okay, I'll go grab them on my way home. The only store open with heavy-duty spoons is all the way on the other side of town, and I still wanted to go meet up with some of my friends and mess around. I decide to take the faster but more sketchy way around the outskirts of town. I live in a weather bipolar state. It snows last night, but I figured the roads would be fine enough even if they weren't plowed. I take off to the store, and the first 5 minutes go by and nothing's wrong. I haven't seen a single car or any buildings the entire time, but I keep in mind it's approaching 9 p.m. and I am on the outskirts of town. And no one really takes this way in case they really have to. All of a sudden, I see something in the corner of my eye, and it looks like a man, roughly 5'8", I would say. For the non-Americans watching, that's roughly 1 meter and 72 centimeters. He's wearing shorts, a t-shirt, and a backwards hat. He's in the ditch, walking in snow, when it's in fact 10 degrees out. And once again, for non-Americans watching, that's roughly minus 12 degrees Celsius. My first thought is to pull over, but I am on the phone with my mom at the time, and she warns me not to, as some things have happened before in this town. For example, a couple years ago, a college girl was kidnapped and found dead rolled up in a rock in 2014. I consider stopping, but for some reason, I tell myself not to. I wasn't really worried about anything. I'm a young dude driving a big pickup truck. The last type of person anyone would want to harm, right? I pass the man, going about 40 miles per hour. Like I said, roads aren't the best. I drive not even 500 feet past him, and I immediately see a car that I did not see initially at all before turn around and pulls out a field entrance of the road and starts to follow me. I pass the man, going about 40 miles per hour. Like I said, roads aren't the best. I drive not even 500 feet past him, and immediately a car that I did not see at all before turns on and pulls out a field entrance off the road and starts to follow me. At first, I thought I just was focused on the man in the ditch, and I didn't see a road, and that's where they come from. But later, I found out there was not a road there. Now, again, I'm not super worried. I've watched my fair share of crime movies and read plenty of stories on this app, and I didn't feel like it was a threat yet. I started to approach the town again and have to take some turns to get where I'm going. I turn left. The car turns left. I turn right. Car turns right. I go around a roundabout, and I skip my turn and go twice as no one else was there. Car follows. Just like that. At this point, I start to worry a little, but maybe they just need to go to the store also. I then pull up to a stop sign. I wasn't on the best side of town either, may I add, and I turn without my turn signal. The car follows. Now, at this point, I should have gone straight to the police station, but I still didn't think much of it. I'm 2 miles from the shore, where plenty of people will be. I take a few more turns, and the car continues to follow me. I completely blew a stop sign at a non-busy intersection, and the car does a quick stop and go, and catches up. At this point, I'm 2 turns till the shore of the store, so I'm still not worried. I turn into the store, and the car turns also. The store also has a gas station, so I pulled there first to act like I was getting gas. The car sits off on the side of the road, in between gas station and store, and it just sits there. I wait about 10 minutes and the car doesn't move. At this point, I start to get worried. I'm a young kid alone at night, near the bad side of town. I call my friends I'm supposed to meet up with later on, and I gave them the license plate for worst case scenario, then take off to the store. I cross the street and the car comes straight behind me. I'm freaking out the phone, not knowing if I should call the cops or not. I go and park as close as possible to the store, and the car parks 3 rows behind me and a couple down. It's getting late at this point, and the store's closing soon. There's only a couple others in the lot. I turn my truck back on, and I go park on the complete opposite side of the lot. I get out of it, and I completely bolt inside the store. I am not super overweight, but I am not skinny either. I'm about 6.1, which is roughly 1 meter and 80 centimeters, and 200 pounds. Who would want anything to do with me? I get spoons, and I take my time in the store. I go to call my friends to walk back outside, and my phone is dead. I look out the sliding doors, and suddenly there's a white van next to my driver's side. Looks like no one's in it, but the back windows are covered and it's running. Big red flag. I run to customer service and I explain everything, but they think I'm some young kid messing around. At the time, I didn't see the original car following me, but no way in hell am I going outside with that van next to my truck. After being waiting for what seemed like hours, 30 minutes exactly, the van pulls forward, and the original car appears from the side of the building. You can see from the in-store Starbucks window that they were talking, and both drove off. I wait for another 10 minutes, and I dash outside. I speed to my friend's house, and when I get there, I park in his garage. My one buddy asked why there's a big orange mark in my tire, and my heart sinks. When I was inside, the car following me must have marked my tire. After inspecting the rest of the truck, we found a small pipe drop in the bed of my truck, surrounded by snow. It was about 2 inches wide, and I would say about 18 inches long, wrapped in duct tape. It was not mine. I was alone, no phone, I was totally scared in a part of town that I am not familiar with. I try to laugh it off, but now that everyone's asleep, I can't help but think what would have happened if I walked outside. I've always been sort of ego boosted on the fact that I am a chubby, fat dude that no one would want to mess with, but after tonight, I realize anyone can be targeted. So, creepy man who followed me all night and waited by my truck, let's not meet. And for the people wondering, I have other few let's not meet stories. If you'd like me to post them, let me know. Additionally, for the people wondering, police came in and took the pipe today, as multiple of you said, and I knew already that they can't really do anything about it as nothing really happened. They did say that they'll look into the license plate, but other than that, nothing much can happen as no crimes were really committed.